Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Jed's father, Jibril! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown, strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just...
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semail, is that the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jed. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll...
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake.
You've grown strong, Jed. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where... Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good. Although Aru was created by a god, human...
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of...
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this...
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality.
Why, yes. I've already contacted them.
Ah, fresh air. A wondrous...
Naturally.
I have a sudden urge to stretch my legs.
I might have had some recommendations for you were this the past, but...
I could not agree more.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them! Come and introduce yourself!
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals!
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. precisely the activity?
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just human.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the academia indicates that the most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very life.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we
Such brazen words. Humans these days.
No, that's not what he meant. Please don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole.
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edge.
Naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of...
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar?
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use...
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both...
King Deshret always believed in humanity.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to...
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself...
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it, after all. Let's begin. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life.
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time.
You did say we could start our research, right?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand...
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather...
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru...
Aru and the Akasha? I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people act...
And you too? Do you...
You've read the instruction manual, right?
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual?
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original
What? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere.
But this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz.
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological... I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. 2 other gods also walked upon this land, where wisdom flowed in abundance. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the 3. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's tech.
Well, if the two share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other isn't...
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis, King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count?
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like fun.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed what he desired, she bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid, and that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched. At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro: "Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged."
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers, and you could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these 3 gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of mediums. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information.
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to... This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, you...
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it.
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is. Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Al-Haytham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry.